Hi, students. This brief explanation will focus on how to develop content for your essays. Now, quick reminder. Um, this presentation is an extension of the larger presentation, and the practice thesis statement was, why do people grow gardens? Okay? So remember, this is just an extension, a short extension of the larger presentation that you can listen to online. So content development is so important because in order to prove your thesis, you have to have thorough, relevant examples to prove your thesis. So step one, read as much as you can about your topic. Read printed books, online books, websites, discussion posts, reviews, YouTube videos, listen to the radio, do what you can. Even if you know something about a topic, read as much as you can, okay? Notice this. Um, when you read online, make sure you are reading reliable online sources. And these sources usually have an author, a creation date, regular updates, and contact information. Okay? Step two. Um, let's just say there's nothing wrong with going online to find your opinions, but just be careful. Be very careful. So let's look at this example, okay, from Quora. Somebody posted, this is about gardens, and somebody posted that when they're in a garden, they love to look at animals and insects, okay? And you may find this underlying information very interesting. And you may think, oh, this could make a really good, interesting thesis point. Now, you need to use the underlying information as a springboard to formulate your ideas and to expand. And I will say that again because this is very important. When you go online and you read opinions, because again, there's nothing wrong with going online and trying to find opinions and see what people are saying about your topic so that it'll help you formulate your ideas. When you read opinions, another person's opinions, and you agree with it, what you're going to do is you're going to use that as a springboard to develop your own ideas. You're going to use it as a way to formulate your ideas and to expand. You're not going to use another person's idea and write it word for word. That's called plagiarism, okay? But you're going to use it and you're going to use it as a springboard to formulate your own ideas and to expand, okay? Step three. Now, one of the most effective ways to expand your ideas is to imagine yourself. Let's just imagine yourself in a garden, okay? Or in your own garden. And if you don't have a garden, go to YouTube or go to a physical garden and just stand there just to see what it's like to be in a garden. And imagine what it would be like to watch butterflies and ladybugs and rabbits in a garden, okay? That's what you have to do. Imagine yourself in a garden. That's going to help you develop your ideas. Okay. Now, step four, expand your content. Go from statements to examples. This is very important. Right here, this is a statement. Gardens help a person appreciate a variety of insect nature. That's a statement. Okay. A statement is not an example yet. In order to create a full example, and you remember your essay should be full of examples, not statements, you're going to have to expand your ideas. Okay, you're going to have to expand them. And there are several ways you can expand your ideas. One way is to add details based on your observations or perceptions, so, and make sure everything's in third person point of view. Like I said before, imagine that you're in a garden and just observe what you are seeing, okay? Just make observations and perceptions. And then, again, think about when you're in a garden, you have beautiful flowers, butterflies are everywhere. What are they doing? What are these butterflies doing to make you happy? And write about that. Um, Another scenario or another example is to add a scenario. This is another way to extend an example, okay, or to develop an example. Add a scenario. So for instance, here, um, this is a brief scenario about somebody who lives in the city, okay? And this city dweller wants to get closer to nature, so they created a rooftop garden. And just pay attention, read these examples and pay attention to um, how the person how does the city dweller appreciate gardens, you know, how do they appreciate the gardens, what do they see, you know, when they plant a garden, how are they appreciating nature? And the third example, how to extend an example, how to go from a statement to an example, okay, is to add a real life example. Okay, add a real life example. Read newspapers, listen to the radio, and add an example, a real life example, and then write about the relevance of that example as it relates to your overall, thesis, your overall topic, your thesis point. Lastly, do not plagiarize. Plagiarism is when you use AI or write another person's ideas word for word without giving the person credit. So as you can see here, okay, this person, gardens, look at this example. Gardens help a person appreciate insect nature. And if you look at everything in red and you look down here at this underlined part, you can see that the person wrote this word for word. That's called plagiarism. You don't want to do that, okay? That is not a good idea for if you want a good grade, you get a 0. So don't plagiarize. It takes work and it takes time to develop your ideas, but with practice, it gets easier. Okay, and that's it. That's the end of this presentation, guys. Thank you so much for listening and paying attention. Thank you so much.